This is the manifesto of mayhem. The mistress stands before me, eyes wide and full of wrath. Her cane held in her right hand, on her left foot, a cast. Beware, she says, the chaos in your heart will never cease until you find another way to harness what you seek. Her haunting tone, her restless speech, the music of her mouth, her screeching nails and inner life are like a storm. They're loud. At once in all her glory then, we both begin to dance. My head rolls back, my chest explodes, my hand begins to cramp. To not know any peace is the great nightmare for us all. To wake and feel unsettled in a house that has no walls. So I must sing and build the walls to cradle my own space, and my own sound will grow the fortress of a home erased. And her and I will find a way to live as dueling twins. But I will know if in the end, Mistress of Mayhem wins.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Tom.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Patrick. And this is Chewing on Pearls, the show where we dissect and decipher Lady Gaga's chameleon career and its impact, one pearl at a time.
So we're back.
And we are elated.
Yes, we just flew in. Actually, we just landed. Got back from Coachella last night. Could you imagine?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for words, but if you don't know, Lady Gaga performed at Coachella on Friday night.
Headlined.
Didn't just perform. Big moment. We've been talking about it for a bit. She said herself that this was like a reclaiming the Coachella stage moment because her last Coachella headlining moment was kind of thrown together because Beyonce got pregnant. And so now we're here in the afterglow of Mayhem in the Desert.
Which we did watch live via live stream and texted each other insanity back and forth all night.
As we do.
We will share in the carousel because it's really funny.
I was like, my nose was like on my phone screen.
Yeah.
Like I was watching it on my phone because I was watching a movie with my sisters at the same time.
Oh, cute.
And then eventually we just put it on the projector. We were like, okay.
Yeah, I was sitting on the floor in the living room in darkness. Like movie theater vibes.
Weeping.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So this episode was introduced with Gaga's manifesto of mayhem, but we're gonna talk through this kind of chronologically, loosely, talk about our feelings, our thoughts, kind of in the order that she presented the show, in classic Gaga theater, multiple acts fashion. So I believe the first thing that we saw was The Art of Personal Chaos by Lady Gaga. And then she gave us all of these credits before we even saw anything. It was like credit to Paris Goebel, credit to Hardstyle for styling her, credit to the lighting designers and the set designers. And the energy was frenetic. Everyone was like, get those names off the screen. We want to see Lady Gaga.
Right. But like so old school, so classic.
Yes, it felt like
Credits
a
at
film.
the front.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
It felt like a film, old school film. Even like the font, which is funny because it was like a better version of the font you hated for the Mayhem Ball.
Oh my God,
yeah.
I know.
Like that scripty kind of like you're saying, like old school film vibe. And then we got this manifesto that you heard at the beginning of the episode.
Which we were right on the money when we predicted a few months ago that we hadn't heard the last manifesto from this woman.
Right.
And we were right.
Right. And it's an interesting, I mean, you just listen to it, but it's an interesting poetic way of talking about inner turmoil, personal chaos, the creature that is mayhem with a cast on her left foot. And I love that she says at the end, her and I will find a way to live as dueling twins. But I will know if in the end Mistress of Mayhem wins. And I love this image of dueling twins because it's like, okay, yeah, you've been showing us that, but like giving it that label kind of just confirms it in like a really concrete way that, I don't know, just talking about it really openly.
And I love that it is Mistress of Mayhem, like
Me
officially.
too. Yeah.
Like that is the official title now.
Yes. No questions asked. And I loved that the visual was Mistress of Mayhem on one screen and then like blonde, ethereal Gaga on the other screen, a la Abracadabra video.
Yeah.
And it was like there were two voices and they were slightly delayed because they were both saying the words. It was like, it wasn't a call and response. It was like, even if the perspective of this was perhaps shifting in moments, it's like because they are both her, they're both saying these words. It's almost like Mistress of Mayhem thinks that Lady Gaga is Mistress of Mayhem.
Right.
Like she's saying those words to Gaga, which doesn't make sense in the context of like the actual text. But anyway, we got to move on. I'm like,
and then we see the freaking stage.
Yeah.
Which wild.
Gorgeous
Opera house. Very detailed, beautiful, structural. Yeah. Speaking of beauty and structure, Gaga herself in that towering dress made out of red velvet, like a curtain at an opera house.
Perfectly shaped in the like to fit the curved opening of the set behind her. You know what I mean? Like it was like perfectly rounded.
Yeah.
So if you were looking at her straight on, it was like she was the curtain.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, the reference there with the first thing that came to me was like the Nutcracker with like all the little dancers in the dress.
Yeah.
But also like the panopticon of it all.
Totally. I saw someone that pulled like a Mugler look that it seemed to reference.
I saw Macbeth.
There's
Mugler.
Some kind of famous ballerina lady who did something like that with a curtain in the front with this like very structured panier.
Yeah.
And I loved that, like, we talked about this as, like, photos of the set were leaking the day of Coachella. But, like, this kind of, like, that stone aesthetic, kind of in conversation with the Chromatica Ball, in a way, where the Chromatica Ball was that, like, museum of brutality. And this is, like, equally as hard, but it's, like, carved and romantic. And the way that Chromatica was all about feelings and it was this like hard box, and Mayhem is maybe a little bit more chaotic and there's like beauty and romance around her.
Yeah.
Just kind of loved that. What felt like a continuation of an idea to me.
And Act 1 is called A Velvet and Vice.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, my girl.
Yeah.
And I was not picking up on the curtain of it all. I was just like, she's wearing a bob. I was like, velvet, what?
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, oh, got it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
No, well, let's talk about the beauty. The hair and the beauty. Freddie and Sarah. I mean, it's a science now at this point. They have it down to a T.
I love that Sarah said that she was going for something grounded and ethereal. And I think they achieved that perfectly by giving her this like pale complexion with a dark lip.
Which is what we thought would happen.
Yes. Hello.
And so we're so glad.
No blush. And the wig. That wig.
Whenever she's got that little fucked bang, you know.
She looks so beautiful with it.
It's like
something
made
else on her.
for her face.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And like in the lineage of these iconic beauty moments that have meant so much to me, including Alejandro and like the Born This Way, Alien bang. Love that.
The Fame perfume film.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah.
Like all of these moments where she's kind of giving like dark otherworldly being. I don't know. She goes for Baby Bang.
I'm pulling up Freddie's post about these wigs because the way that he wrote about them, I just need to share.
Yes.
I wanted the hair to speak to duality, the tension and harmony between darkness and light. We created hair looks that told this story, one rooted in Gothic structure with sharp architectural lines, matte texture, and rich, inky black tones. The other, a contrast in softness, hand-dyed in layers of pearl and silver, with ethereal fibers that moved like liquid under stage light. It was more than hair, it was visual storytelling shaped by contrast and crafted with intention.
I know that's right, Freddie.
So there was a black wig and a blonde wig.
yeah. In short.
Yeah. There was a short one and a long one.
Right. It's like, I love, the thing is like,
I love gay people.
Yes. And for us, we're like, yeah, duality. Like we've been having this conversation about Gaga since Jump, and still there are people that watch that Coachella set that were like, what was it about?
Right. So okay,
no shade.
Not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I do think that there's something about, and I texted you this earlier, that the references here and throughout the entire night are just like so clear and concrete.
Yeah.
Which, not that I think that like everything she does has to be like crazy and complex, but there's such a distillation of like dark, light, good, bad, black, white, chessboard.
Yeah.
Like the moon,
right.
Like all of these things that are very much like there are two sides. There are like the two selves, the inner saboteur, the ego. Like
right. It's like if you didn't catch it in the disease video, if you didn't catch it in the abracadabra video, here we go.
It was very clear.
Yes. And I feel like it kind of puts to shame all of these critics and quote unquote fans who were like, yeah, the album's not cohesive and like I don't really get the mayhem of it all, like just because she's doing different genres. It's like this, like I feel like this show illustrated it so clearly.
Yeah.
And if you're like walking away from watching that Coachella set and being still kind of like not getting what the concept is, we can't help you.
Right.
But Gaga did her best to help you.
But tickets to 143
Yes.
the Lifetimes Ball are still available.
Oh my God.
Have a great time.
Okay, well, that first act, Gaga's up in the rafters, up there
in her dress.
And I texted you this too. Like, I love that Gaga is someone who knows this is how you know she was raised in the school of the perfect celebrity, which is that she understands that people want a photo of her, not just of the screen. And that even if it means that she's a little pale blip in the distance at Coachella, when she's up in that outfit and like on that structure that is also a garment and a curtain, like more people can see her.
Yes.
And like she thinks about this, like she's thinking about that. She's thinking about levels, you know?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I mean, she did it at opening the Chromatica Ball too. She was up there.
And this is a continuation of a theme. Like there was that tweet that it was like the Fame Ball that opens with her and that like crystal volcano thing.
Absolutely.
It's like this kind of like structured architectural perch is like an idea that is a Gagaism that we've seen throughout her career. And this is like level a million.
Right. We talk about Gaga as machine, Gaga as nature. This is Gaga as like
set design.
As architecture.
Yeah. I mean, the dress had an operating elevator in it. Like
fierce.
So crazy.
Come on.
Which, by the way, if you haven't yet, go check out La Maison's post about all the fashion.
Yeah.
Really, really incredible garments.
Detailed.
We're not going to break it down. We'll talk looks here and there, but go check it out.
Shout out to all, like, we're going to talk about this as if it was all Gaga's hands, but we know that, like, again, she put all the credits at the front, which is so cool. There are so many people involved in this.
And some familiar faces, like the set designer is the designer from the Monster Ball Tour 1.0, which is really cool.
Some new faces, names,
yeah.
And we love that. But we're going to talk about it without naming them because this just happened 2 days ago. Okay, so when she's up there, she does like 2 minutes of Bloody Mary.
Well, what's crazy first is she's doing these crazy opera vocals.
Oh my God. I know. And I don't know what she was saying.
She says like something along the lines of like, make me come alive. This is my house tonight.
So true.
Yeah.
And you texted me when she started doing Bloody Mary. You said power move.
Yeah. Huge power move.
And it was like, hey, remember how I went viral
for this song
from
2011? Yeah.
So cool. And then does the first half of Abracadabra up there.
Which again, out the gate, her big hit right now.
I know. Ballsy.
So ballsy.
Ballsy and like doing the like music cuts and she's doing the acapella and she's like,
so
I want you to hear my voice.
Right.
And then for the second verse, she comes down that elevator, the curtains, the red velvet curtains of the structure garment have opened and you see dancers in there like a cage. And she comes out with the cane and does the Mistress of Mayhem choreo with the cane on the stage.
And like a little red swishy opera coat jacket.
Silky kind of thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely captivating. At that point, I was like, not even like registering the dancers because my jaw was on the floor and I was just like...
But let it be
Gaga.
said, the styling for the dancers and the band, incredible.
Totally. And like...
those headpieces.
Everyone on 10.
Yeah.
Everyone on 10. Doing the most, doing the best. Very powerful. And yeah, I think it's like so fierce that she did Abracadabra so early.
And then...
crazy.
Judas.
Yeah, and the way that the Abracadabra vocal backing track blends into the like opening synths of Judas, perfect. She's like, you're gonna take my new song that's a bop and you're gonna go online and be like, this is just Judas remixed. This is just her reheating her old nachos. She's like, let me show you how these songs are the same and different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I loved that.
Well, this whole beginning was just like so, like such a reminder.
Mhm.
Of like who this woman is, what she is capable of. And when she said she was just getting started,
Yes.
she meant it.
Yes. And just like that, like go, go, go energy. Like there was nothing for this whole opening. There was like no breaks. It was just so intense right away that it was, which is how you open a show if you're Lady Gaga. But like a reminder that she has shapeshifted and changed so much, but the one thing that has remained consistent is her performance ability, her discipline, her dedication to showing up and showing out, and just like her sheer passion, which is like tangible.
Yeah.
Just tangible.
Totally. Well, let's get into the choreo of it all.
Yeah.
'Cause this is a great time to talk about Paris. Again, we will build statues in your honor because of copyright and issues with former house member, choreographer Richie.
Yeah.
There had to be some changes made.
Yeah.
To some pretty iconic choreography. But the way that they were able to keep the essence, but change it just enough.
Yeah. For
it to be like a new take on an iconic dance break for Judas.
Yeah. Like some elements remain the same, like right, like where she's like swinging her arms around, but then instead of like doing her little swingy arms down here, they're doing them
arms
up here.
Are up here. Yeah. And just like
I think it kind of like perfectly illustrated that like dance is this like, I don't know, like there was so much argument around like at the time when Richie was saying like they're using my choreo or whatever for Abracadabra. Like how much can you actually claim to be yours when there are movements that can be in endless combinations.
Right.
And
there will always be similarity. Like
and
you
like,
could find it in anything.
Isn't this equal parts Gaga's creation too and like her work? And so finding that perfect balance of like homage and reference and like originality to the source material and then like bringing it up to date. So cool.
And also just smart. Like throughout the entire night, there was such a great understanding of like, she does not need to be go 100% hard choreo dance break the entire night.
Yeah.
And she's actually better off when she isn't.
Yeah.
So it's like, perch her up in an opera box.
Yeah.
Have her just do the arms of the choreo.
Mm-hmm.
Have her do the full dance break moment when it is warranted.
Yeah.
But use the energy strategically.
Right.
And they did.
Right.
Like she was go the entire show, but not overexerting herself.
Right. Being grown enough now to know if I'm going to be at 110% for the entire show, I can't do this here, but I will do it here. And I'm going to sing this full bit here, and then I'll just do the ad lib here. Like it's just all very
and it's like, I'm
designed.
Gonna be in flats for this act. I'll be in a small heel for this one. Like,
absolutely,
just so smart.
Yeah. I mean, and it doesn't have to be about this, but she's 16 years in. Like, she's, I don't know. It just felt like it's such a designed experience. It almost felt like, I mean, we were watching it on screens, so it just felt like a movie already.
Yeah.
Like it was already a film. Like everything was so tight.
Right.
Crazy.
Which, people are saying because of the stage design and kind of the way that she used the levels of the stage, it's evocative of the Born This Way ball. But I argue that this is like a clearer, cleaner execution, because I feel like in early Gaga career, the doing too much of it all can kind of overwhelm.
Yeah. And she has said, we talked about this, you brought this up in a recent episode, just how she is more into like conserving like resources too.
Yeah.
And like and Chromatica was all about sending clear messages as well. And I think all of that has kind of like met this culmination where she's telling us exactly who she is without anything that is unnecessary. Well, we'll get to that. but yeah, just like so clear, like you're saying, clear symbolism, clear references, clear POV, very designed. And then Shiza, she comes out of the kind of like red coat thing, and she's in black lingerie with like a little veil.
So cute.
And we see her like strutting her stuff with a quill. One of my favorite moments.
To rewrite the history of the world.
Yes. And Shiza is completely reimagined movement-wise. Her and all of the femme dancers are like at this long table writing, and then she's up on there doing a little sexy something. And I saw a tweet that was like, yeah, it makes sense that Shiza is a song where now the choreo is like showing her female sensuality in a different way. And I loved that.
I feel like that was so clear in most of the new choreography that it's like, oh, this is by a woman for a woman.
Absolutely.
Because as much as we love our sistren, our gay men,
yeah,
you can tell when a gay man is choreographing for a woman.
Totally. In either direction.
Yeah.
Where it's not like sensual enough or it's like pornographic.
Yeah, totally.
And this was just like perfectly
embodied
and like achievable for her.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying she can't achieve hard choreo, because have you seen the Abracadabra video?
Right.
But like in that live setting, you know?
Totally.
I was just like, when she got up on that table and was on hands and knees, I was like,
this whole 4-track opening run was insane.
It was insane. I was like, okay, like vocals, dancing, set, costumes, sexy, weird, like check. So crazy. And then she kind of disappeared for a second after Shiza, and then came out. Everyone was gone to do Garden of Eden. Yeah.
Which again, seamlessly slid right into her discography.
Yes.
It's like so new, but also so lived in.
Totally. It made so much sense in this first bit. And like, Also sexy.
Sexy. And the guitar of it all.
Yeah.
I did say that Garden of Eden was Mancure's sister.
Yes.
And now I'm like, okay, I'm seeing
you
it.
were
I'm
right.
seeing it.
Oh my God. And the outro dance break. I think that was like the first moment. I mean, maybe like the Mayhem Kane choreo for sure, but like that was the first moment where it was like Gaga doing full choreo
yeah.
and like shaking some ass.
Well, and that's what makes it exciting too, where it's like when those moments happen, it's like, whoa,
they hit differently.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the Act 1 of Velvet and Vice, we are introduced to another Gaga because this lady, this lady in a white lace getup and a pointy ass crown appears, and Gaga says, "And what are you doing here?" She circles her very McQueen fashion show, chess, checkmate, whatever. And they kind of have like a little dance battle, sort of.
One could say.
Yeah, one could say. On this like LED chessboard doing poker face.
Which, so smart. Poker face on a chessboard.
Oh my God. And like some of my, like I think 2 or 3 of my non-monster friends sent that clip to me. Like they were gagged by, there's like another her and she's like self-referencing.
Right.
And that illustrates your point earlier, like so precisely, which is that people who aren't as familiar with everything that's happened between 2008 and now know what that is.
They know the landmarks.
Yes.
And Gaga's so smart with all of the references to herself throughout Coachella.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. Or I know what those elements are.
Perfectly placed landmark references, and then also the ones that are for the monsters.
Right.
And I love that about Gaga because she's doing the fan service thing, but she's also doing the like pop star self-referencing. I've been doing this for 16 years. I'm 38 years old.
Right.
I'm an icon, remember? And I love that.
And it made me think too, like one of her first like major televised live performance moments that like really put her on the map, the Grammys in 2009, all the clones.
Totally.
It's like, these are the same ideas.
Yes.
Like the through line is there.
Yes. And like, I don't know, her in that red lace look, that McQueen look.
Yeah.
Is, I mean, one of her most visible moments at the VMAs. That VMAs was one of the most important.
I mean, this is so steeped in the paparazzi
lore.
Yeah.
Like the story of that. Yeah. So insane.
Then we slide on into Act 2, and she fell into a gothic dream.
Gag.
Mama.
She said, "There's a reason I've been talking about gothic dreams, and this is it."
And this is literally it.
Yeah.
When that like the 3 words that she used to like to describe the album, and she's like dark gothic poetry or whatever. It's that's
exactly.
This. Yeah.
I think the moment that most took my breath away was this,
Perfect
which is
Celebrity.
The image of the like sandbox with Gaga laying in it with the skeletons. And I'm like, shout out to that YouTube live stream cameraman.
Yeah.
Like, I know that they rehearsed all of that, but it was like, I like screenshotted it like 10 times.
Yeah.
Just, it was a static, flat image. And uncanny and spooky and creepy and sexy.
And she's dead and she's blonde.
Yes. I know, we both texted each other like, she's blonde.
Yes. Oh my God. And the wig is cute.
Yeah.
It's got this little flouncy, like little rolled bang, and it's giving like 70s kind of layers.
Yeah. And like, she truly looked like 2009 Gaga.
Yeah.
Which again, that's who she was playing chess with.
Yep.
Lots of commentary there. When did she drag the crown lady into the pit? When does she get put in the pit? No, it's the red.
It's the red. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. There's also the red dancer and the lace getup. There are multiple Gagas throughout the evening
happening.
Yeah.
So she does Perfect Celebrity laying there. gorgeous.
Almost like the laying next to the skeleton in Bad Romance.
Yes. And I love that she laid down for that song because I'm like, she needed to give vocals down for that. And she did. So
she wanted
gorgeous.
people to hear it.
Gorgeous. And she's like, isn't this how you want me? You love to hate me.
Right.
Like, I'm the perfect celebrity because I'm dead.
Yeah. Don't you wish I was dead in a box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you'd love me even more.
Right.
Again, paparazzi, the fame, the whole thing, the concept. And then she goes into disease.
Which we both texted each other disease at the same exact moment.
Just so pleasing to me.
Yes.
That she did the like pop version of disease for the first time.
So good.
On this stage. And I feel like that performance, which is really going around online right now.
Slamming her pelvis into the ground.
Yes. People are like, oh, like weirdly, quote unquote,
right.
This is the performance that I keep going back to from the night. And it's like, yeah, because disease is that girl.
And you paid it dust.
And
now she's paying it sand.
All it took was one live performance. Yeah. And people are like, disease.
Just throw her in a litter box with a couple skeletons.
Yes. And at that point, it's revealed that some of these skeletons are actually dancers with skull masks on.
Love. Which, again, skull masks, skull faces.
Yes.
Another Gaga-ism.
Death.
Yeah.
Love and death. Those are dance or die.
Dance or die.
Yeah. And spooky. They're like grabbing at her. She's like moving all around, kind of sexy. Like you said, humping the sand.
It's giving her Out magazine photo shoot that was ooky spooky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like posted up with the
skeleton. Yeah.
And then highlight of the night, paparazzi.
Absolutely incredible.
Very emotional.
Cinematic.
Yes.
When they brought out the crutches and attached the cape and put on her little armored headgear. Insane.
Fan blowing. Piano instrumental happening. Like she's in a giant spotlight on her. Like she's ascending.
And her like really singing paparazzi.
Yeah.
Like she used to. We haven't heard her sing it in a while in this way.
It felt like, you know, I want to receive the message that I want to receive from her. But it felt like such an acknowledgement that although Just Dance and Poker Face put her on the map, it's paparazzi that was her first full creative direction herself.
Yes.
The concept of that VMA performance was completely hers. It was the moment where people were like, she is a cultural icon and going to be a legend and a performer.
Yeah.
And like her paying homage to that in this like tender, beautiful, romantic, emotional way.
And another McQueen reference.
Yes. So beautiful.
His influence is laced throughout the entire evening.
Very much so. And I love that she didn't shy away from that. It's like part of her artist DNA for sure. Just like she has been like, there's Prince and there's Bowie and there's all these people coming through my music on this record in a visual setting. She's like, my visual references are coming through and I'm not afraid to do that. I don't feel like I need to like make the new thing anymore.
Right.
You know, I'm the postmodern pop girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. What happened after that? That gagged me. Oh, God.
The double gag of Alejandro.
Oh, yeah. Because she did a little speech.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I wanted to build you an opera house and give you a romantic gesture in the desert. And I think I see someone in the audience that I love. And then she says, is that you, Alejandro? And then proceeds to perform Alejandro. Another kind of like the equivalent of paparazzi on the Fame Monster to me, which is like, it wasn't the lead single, but it was like this moment that she felt really passionately about.
And another like full artistic vision moment when it comes to the visual treatment.
Totally. And then gag, she does the beast.
And it fucking slayed.
She ate.
She ate so hard.
I'm like, she ate
so hard she died.
Yes. That was directed at us.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
was. She said, so I heard these two little F slurs on the mic.
Yes. I apologize.
Yes, we take it back.
Um,
Well, so she starts it, and then Gaga in the Sky finishes it.
yeah, weird.
Mistress Mayhem.
She's up there
In the moon.
doing her thing, like side profile, gorgeous,
Red.
And it's like, is Lady Gaga dead? Like, I don't know. It's up for interpretation.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's that paparazzi moment, absolute highlight for that second act. Crazy. Act 3 was called The Beautiful Nightmare That Knows Her Name. What a title.
Right.
And she opened that with Killer.
She emerges in this cunty little Marnie
Yes.
bodysuit with a wolf.
I did not. Okay. Watching it, didn't notice the wolf.
Yes.
I was like, what is this weird design?
Well, I only kind of clocked it because the Marnie, like, it was like a menswear look that had the wolf on it in the show, and this is like a custom version of it.
Got it. I was like, oh, those are like interestingly placed appliques, and then I was like, oh, it's a wolf.
It's
like,
a wolf, yeah.
way too late.
Which I love.
I was like, this is weird.
And the blue of it all.
Yeah.
So we were talking earlier in the day before watching Coachella and saying like, I hope there's some color in the show, because obviously we knew there was going to be black, there was going to be white, and there was going to be red.
And then we got the Killer performance at SNL, and we were like, oh,
color.
Yeah.
And so I'm so glad that like a vibrant color, like a jewel tone hue made it into the show. And royal blue is kind of a canon Gaga color.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like the Born This Way era.
Right.
People don't talk about it.
Well, and this made me think of like Just Dance single cover promo.
Totally. The
like when she puts the that jacket thing on later.
Yeah. It's like the truest blue. It's just like, it's not my favorite look, but like, I love it for this show.
Well, I love her little penthouse heels.
Yes.
They're back.
They're back, and that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I was like, this is what matters.
Well, it is interesting the way that like the bodysuit like cuts and then the boot.
Yeah. And it was like strange around the knee to me. It just wasn't my favorite look, but that's okay. That's okay. And then Gesaffelstein, pronunciation,
is up there
wearing a scary ass mask.
I'm like, how is he breathing?
Scary ass mask.
Yes.
Up on his little keyboards,
his little synths,
as she does, as Gaga's been known to do with a instrumentalist. She gets up there, she puts her hand on his shoulder, she wiggles her little booty,
yeah,
and then cunty, these dancers come out with a drum kit, and they're all just holding the elements.
Gaga goes nuts.
Yes. So at this point, we've gotten guitar Gaga, and we've gotten drum Gaga, instrumentalist, and
then she screams.
She screams, as one does. If you're Lady Gaga, you scream.
Yeah.
And then she puts on this kind of like Revolutionary War coat.
Yeah.
Like I'm calling it that, but it's like a French Revolution, like
Napoleonic.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And her and all the dancers got these little skeletons with them.
Girl.
And they're attached by a wire to their head so they don't lose them.
Girl. I texted Tom. I had such a visceral reaction to this. I was like, I love this woman. I love this night. This concert is incredible. Nothing could happen to ruin my mood. Then these fucking Party City-ass, Spirit Halloween-ass skeletons come out for Zombie Boy, one of my favorite songs on the album. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
It was a little rough.
It just felt like we are at the upper echelon. We are at Mount Olympus of pop production.
It was.
And then this happens.
It would have been the cuntiest thing I've ever seen at like a drag show.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking. I wish this is my suggestion. I'm like, if you're listening, hot glue the bones of the skeleton together so that they're like rigid.
Right.
So, or like more rigid.
Right.
They were flopping all over.
Well, the thing is, and so I'm going to eat my words a little bit because I am saying like the references, they're so clear, they're crystal clear. And it's like, yes, skeleton, ooky spooky, like I get it. I just wished that like the payoff wasn't there for me in the way that I've felt the song could have been treated in like a performance environment.
Right. I thought of it as in the narrative, we saw Gaga die. Sort of go to heaven, paparazzi. I don't know. It was just like very that. And then I was like, okay, I get it. Like you're in like a ballroom dancing with ghosts.
Yeah.
Like I got that, and I thought it was cool at first.
It
and then
it got into like Disney Haunted Mansion
territory.
territory.
It took a bit of a turn, and then the girls like kind of twerking on the skeletons.
It was just like too corny and literal. But that is also part of Gaga.
Yeah, we talked about this.
There has to be. You know what it made me think of?
What?
Another one of my infamous hater moments. It made me think of the fucking Good Morning America Wizard of Oz thing for applause, where it's like sometimes it's a little too
on the nose. Yeah, totally.
And
totally.
This was that.
When it was zoomed out, I was like, this looks cool. And then as it progressed, I was like, no,
I was like, put him down.
Stop. Yeah.
Take him off.
It was attached to her.
Yes.
With a little wire.
Like, what? This could have been cute for like 20 seconds. And then you fucking rip it off. And yeah.
Can I just say, I did text you this and I'll fess up. To me, it just felt, we were just raving about how designed this all felt. Something about it felt under-rehearsed. And I don't know if it's the floppy nature of the skeletons, but it felt like there were these moments where she was like kind of grabbing for it. And
after this performance is when we start her being like, put your hands up, Coachella. Let me hear you. It's like she knew she lost the crowd. It was like the one time in the show where it was like,
because it's like she wasn't really, Zombie Boy, the performance was not like connected to an audience. It felt like it was for the camera. It was just different.
It really threw a wrench in the night for me.
Yeah, it took me a little bit out of it as well. And then she like went to the piano and did like a minute of Die With a Smile, the global smash hit.
In a silly hat.
Kind of.
Which I really loved.
Devil Capricorn horns or whatever.
Oh, did we skip over the paper coat? Yeah, she was in that like ruffled paper fringe coat thing for a second. Yeah,
she did during Killa. She had like gorgeous coat. I like the look better with the coat. Once the coat was on, she had two coats with that look.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so that was something. And then she does
at the custom piano.
Yes.
Made out of skeletons. Which these ones I'll let her have.
Yeah.
These skeletons, great.
Right.
The dancing skeletons, booger.
Right. And yeah, it was just like a little bit of an odd progression to, I think, the minute of Die With a Smile wasn't necessary. I love that song.
Right.
Wasn't necessary. I would have loved to see her do it at the piano or something, but just doing a minute.
Did kind of half-assed.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It was the skeleton piano. But then she kind of started How Bad Do You Want Me there, and then did like her I'm a Pop Star walk down the catwalk doing that. And that's when she was kind of like, Coachella! Like,
put your hands up!
Yeah. But it was also like the center of the show. And I think that's like a normal, like the momentum has to like, not break, but like just dip a little bit.
Yeah.
For her as a performer and just for like the pacing of a live show. It was an odd little progression, but I loved seeing her do How Bad Do You Want Me because she was living.
She was like,
how bad do you want me?
She was, honestly, can I say something?
Yes.
As if we haven't been talking for like an hour. Thank you for giving me permission to speak. What I'm going to say is this was the TikTok act.
Yeah. It was for the new fans.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
Moving along.
Act 4. To make her is to lose her. I thought it was to wake her is to lose her when I watched it on the live, but the thing we're looking at says to make her is to lose her.
I'm not sure.
There was an interlude with all the dancers dancing around to Abracadabra with Mistress Mayhem and her red look.
The Geseffelstein remix.
Very fierce, very cool. Good transition from that last segment, I think. And then Gaga emerges with all the boy dancers in this like gray blazer dress, mini latex shorts underneath.
Mm-hmm.
The black wig is back, but it's behind her ears.
Mm-hmm. Sleek.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous. Put a little powder on her. Came out, did Shadow of a Man.
It's not a live Gaga like concert tour without a vaguely militaristic look.
Totally. She loves a structured shoulder, our girl.
And we did say blazer no pants.
Blazer no pants.
We were like, it's got to happen at some point.
Gaga.
Yeah.
And I loved, right now, my favorite Mayhem song is Shadow of a Man. Like, I've been really in that world right now lately. And I loved seeing her do it. She seemed to be having so much fun.
She was on fire.
Yeah, she was loving it. She was like, I love this track. Remember when I teased it at the end of my movie a year ago?
It felt like that.
Yes. Yeah, she was like, hee hee. So cute. And then there was like a little outro moment that was Kill for Love.
For like 2 seconds.
For 2 seconds. And I loved that.
It's such a shame because that song is great.
It'd be cool. I mean, boost your record sales, girl.
Right.
Do one of the unreleased tracks. People are like, where can I get it?
Right.
You have to buy my album.
Buy my album.
Yes. And then she has another speech. And the second she started talking, I looked at my sister and said, she's about to do Born This Way.
Yeah, always.
I don't even remember what did she say?
Something about like, I've been in a dream ever since I was 20 years old, and I've been afraid that I'll wake up and you won't be here.
Mm-hmm. But you are. She said, if you're watching this from somewhere far away, just know that it's fucking beautiful out here.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And then all her dancers are lined up. They're walking back to the stage doing this little snap.
Their little hand snap.
Yes. So cunt.
Again, wonderful reinterpretation.
Yes.
Reimagining of the choreo.
When they did the chorus, I think it was the Born This Way choreo.
Yeah.
She was like, this is mine.
Yeah.
And something I noticed when she was doing Born This Way was that she was holding her little mic on her face close to her mouth, because we know, and you'll notice this in performances of this song, she wants every word to be heard.
Yeah.
She understands this song as her legacy.
Yeah.
As a human being, not as like a pop artist. And I love that. And I think that this was the happiest she was in the set. She was like grinning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, throwback to all the performances of Born This Way, where it was like
too much going
on. Some of my favorite of all time, of course.
Her in like a tub of slime.
Yeah. And then here she is, like in a blazer, being like, I'm beautiful in my way because God makes no mistakes. Like, just so powerful.
And the don't be a drag, just be a queen,
Yes.
like refrain as being like kind of the core of this performance of Born This Way. It's like a different way.
Yes,
like
a
they got
different
into it.
focus and like just grinning. She could not stop grinning. And then they go out to the little piano island and all the dancers do the raising the hand.
It was so cute to see them end at the piano, like with the dancers on the piano, like surrounding her.
Yes.
And then being like, okay, we're going to go now. Like,
yeah. And just that movement where they lift their hands is such a evocative thing. And like she's done so many performances of Born This Way where she starts at the piano and then ends not at the piano, doing her little. So to flip it on its head was really cool.
And that upright piano that's bare bones. It's another skeleton. It's the skeleton of the piano.
Girl. Genius.
Probably one of my favorite custom pianos.
Yes. Speaking of, check out our last episode if you haven't. No, yeah, I was like staring at the piano while she was playing.
You texted me, you were like, why is it upright like that? And I'm like, upright pianos exist.
I was drunk.
You're like, the strings aren't flat.
Yeah. I was like, they're going down. How do they work? Not a musician, famously, or a scientist, I guess. And then she does her little shalalo song.
Which she loves that song.
I will say,
I do too.
This was my favorite live performance of Shallow ever.
Yeah.
She sounded, my sister turned to me and said, I'm scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, it scares me how good her voice sounds in this moment.
And also notable that no mic changes, really. She used the little headset mic for the full show.
Because she knew she was going to be standing up.
And right, which I feel like sometimes she can be encumbered by the mic that's set at the piano.
Totally. She's like, turning it around. But it was gorgeous. And you know that crowd was probably screaming that song like no other. And it's the reason she could play Coachella before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and she gives that little shout out about the song.
She didn't say Bradley's name, thank God. And then she goes, You gagged me. She like does one chord at the piano and then she's like, I'm walking around.
And she has the time of her life.
Yeah.
And she vanishes into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Those monsters,
again,
so lucky.
Grinning, singing this song. Very difficult song to sing, walking around.
Throwing herself into her fans.
With her, God love him, like decade long plus, probably 12, 13 years now, bodyguard.
Yeah.
Following her.
Being like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah. Wearing the same outfit he always wears.
Yeah, right. Literally.
God love him for keeping her safe.
The bouquet.
Get into it.
So this fan hands Gaga a bouquet of black flowers in the perfect moment.
Yeah.
And they become part of the performance in a way where I was like, that was a plan.
Yeah. And then the fan goes on TikTok and is like, I brought 2 bouquets with me. I wanted to give them both to her as a clump. And then in the moment, I just had one hand holding one of them out. And so now we have matching flowers. And Gaga commented on the TikTok literally like an hour and a half later.
Right.
And was like, we're connected forever. I said to Michael, this was so perfect. And this is like part of my legacy.
Yeah.
And someone took a photo of her holding the flower kind of like half backstage. And it looks like she's talking to Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
like
talking
immediately.
To Michael.
She was like, look at this.
Look at these flowers.
Yes. And then the reality struck that the set was going to be over soon.
Yeah.
And that was really sad.
She runs away.
Yeah. She ran the hell away.
And the crowd goes nuts for the encore, which they are 99% sure is Bad Romance.
Absolutely.
Because they start singing it at her in the transition.
And the text on the screen appears. Act 5. Eternal aria of the monster heart.
Monsters never die.
Yeah. I think that voiceover said something like, are you a monster? I'm a monster. Or something. And then it was like, and monsters never die.
Ugh.
And then there's all these like plague doctors doing some whack-ass movements over Gaga on the, like, what is that called? Like a surgical table?
Yeah,
they're spinning her around a little bit.
They got like a thing of wax paper over her.
Yeah. Some like plastic or something, like a body bag. And the camera angle from our view, and I'm sure in the audience, was like over the table at one point, and you see, it was so beautiful, like that plasticky, papery thing just like is lifted off of her. And she's like a little fallen angel.
And she's back. And she's blonde.
Yeah.
And she's in custom fecal matter.
Yeah.
She looks incredible.
I felt like in hindsight, before we get into this performance, I was like, the second I saw the look, I was like, oh, Eternal Aria of the Monster Heart. This is Gaga in heaven. And then I was thinking, oh, her dancing with the skeletons was like purgatory, hell, like blonde Gaga. She dies in the first blonde moment. She is transitioning to the afterlife in the second one. And then this is Gaga as like eternal being. Not to like read too into it, but why the fuck not? We're here. And there was this detail in the bodysuit that was like a red wound down the center of her chest.
In the shape of a cross.
Yeah.
And then the one on her hip, her left hip, her broken hip.
Girl, such a part of the Mayhem era.
Yeah.
The hip. Who knew?
Right.
Hip
Well,
goes
I
back.
mean,
yeah.
I feel like we kind of glaze over, and by we, not us, but like the world glazes over. That was a hugely traumatic injury to suffer at a very young
Totally.
age. Like,
It changed the trajectory of her career.
yeah,
It
could have been the end.
Yeah. It is what got her really even more heavy into weed
Yep.
and pain meds, and the art pop of it all was very influenced by that time touring Born This Way and then that catastrophe. And so I think when she thinks about the perfect celebrity concept, that's where she goes. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And she looks beautiful in this all white. All the dancers are in all white.
And she can do the Bad Romance choreo because it's Laurieann Gibson.
Absolutely. What is there to say about this? It was like
a victory lap.
Victory lap, yeah. It was cunt, is what it was.
It was so perfectly Gaga.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the perfect evolution of the girl in the Bad Romance video too. Like, it was like still rooted in that imagery, but so evolved because she's performed that song for fucking
ever
14 years now.
Yeah.
But still the visual, like the imagery was still rooted in that original idea.
Original.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
It's always been that. And I love that. I love that for her. And then everyone's cheering. All the dancers bow. Gaga goes backstage. I'm like, where's she going? She's taking off part of the costume so that she can come out and do a little cunty runway.
Her little strut. Her big old, when she does those big little leg lunge move things.
Yeah.
Like so perfectly awkward in Gaga.
Yes. And like her strutting, it's like, oh, it's taking her a long time. She's got short little legs.
yeah.
Love
and then
her.
she does her battle cry.
Yeah.
Coachella! Coachella!
Yeah. And then it was over.
And our lives were changed forever.
Honestly.
I'm like just sitting on this couch, like thinking about it. I'm vibrating.
Yeah. There is nothing more rewarding than like having rooted for her for so long and then to see a landmark performance like that in real time and to like, not in the flesh, on a screen, but in real time and like be like, yeah. Like, as much as I was gagged by it, I wasn't surprised by it.
No, it was hugely affirming. It was so communal.
Yes.
Like, everyone on the planet was watching, or it felt like it.
Yeah.
Even people that, like, you know, we've seen some things where it's like, yeah, I wasn't really into Mayhem, or, I haven't really paid attention to Gaga, but holy shit. Like, it was hard not to.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I went to bed at 3:30 that night.
Yeah.
Like, people all around the world, people were watching this at 6 a.m. somewhere. Like,
I think around like the 2 a.m. mark, I was like, fuck it. And I cracked a beer. I was like, I'm up.
We're
like,
here. Like,
we're
how
here.
can I not? I was like, I'm going to watch the intro and then like catch up tomorrow. And then I was like, no.
I'm like, I'm in it.
She got me. Okay, well, let's talk about our favorite key moments. And then maybe speculate about Weekend 2, because I know people are talking about that.
So my favorite moment was Zombie Boy with the skeletons.
Could you imagine?
I think honestly, the night was so incredible, but I don't think I'll ever get over the opening.
Yeah.
Like, burned into my brain.
When the spotlight came on her, I was like,
maniacal laugh that she let out.
Yes.
Her little opera voice.
Yeah.
The fact that like I saw a video that like in real life, the people that were there, like they didn't realize that was her.
Yeah.
Like they saw the thing, the giant structure, and they saw the two other dancers in like the smaller structured dresses, and they were like, oh, that's cool. But they didn't realize that was Lady Gaga.
And then they were gagged.
And then they were like, then the crowd goes crazy.
To be there. I think...
Yeah, opening with Bloody Mary too. I'm like that.
So crazy.
Yeah.
I think for me it was the disease paparazzi moment.
Yeah.
Felt like an interesting pairing sonically, but then also like narratively. it was so beautiful and touching and heartfelt.
And she looks so cute.
Yeah.
In that little, I think it was Delara.
Yeah. Like
little baby doll, broken doll dress.
Yeah. It was really beautiful and just perfectly, again, designed. And my special shout out is to the quill during the Shiza thing. I thought that was fierce.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, her holding the quill.
Well,
I was like, yes.
Honestly, it was like a checklist of everything that we were talking about. I was like, I want props. I want hats.
Yeah.
I want
wig changes.
Some
color.
I got it all.
Yeah. And yeah, seeing her in that little black wig with the veil, that's all I could have asked. She could have stood in that little black veil with that little black wig and sang a bunch of jazz, and I would have been like, that's my mother.
That's it.
And then speculation about Weekend 2. People have been asking us what we think. Will she change it up? Will she change it up all the way? Will it be no changes? Will it be some changes?
I think it'll be the same show.
Me too.
I hope that they rehearse the skeleton part.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe she'll change a look.
Yeah.
But it feels like, and we've talked about this before, we have such an affinity for her tour looks and her performance clothes, and they feel special and they feel like essential to the performance. So it's like either they change.
Right. It's hard to imagine the looks changing because then the concept seems like it would have to change. Like they're so intertwined.
Right.
I had a little theory that was like, oh, maybe she'll plug in 2 different Mayhem songs in that middle piece.
Maybe.
Who knows? I doubt she'd do that, or like maybe the piano set would get another song, another ballad.
Right.
Move Die with a Smile to the end of the set.
And Bruno's there.
Because it's Weekend 2.
Right.
Yeah, like Die with a Smile, the big hit. Everyone will sing and be happy and go home. Like,
right.
I could see that happening. But otherwise, we know that Gaga is a performer who puts a lot of work into planning and conceptualizing all of this. And I think that unless she did the double work
and has a whole nother show,
then, I mean, I would gag and die over that. But I feel like she's somebody who's like, this is my vision. I'm going to deliver it to a crowd, and then I'm going to deliver it to the next crowd.
Right.
That's just how she is. But I would love to be surprised too.
But I'll take it exactly the same.
Yes, please. And, you know, rumors that there was you could see like a camera crew running across the stage at some points from the like YouTube camera. I don't know if that was the other YouTube camera or if that was like a film crew. But she films everything that she does, to be honest. It's just that not all of it gets released. So I hope that we get some like good professional footage of the rehearsals, and like I would die to see the rehearsals of her in that structured dress in like a bun and sweatpants. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we did get to see her cute little after party moment where Paris DJ'd.
Yes.
Which was so cute. And then Gaga's just like in a bike tard.
Just moving a little bit.
Just moving and shaking.
She got a picture with Elton John's husband backstage.
Oh, cute. I didn't see that.
There's that one influencer who I think is a big Gaga fan. She took a picture with. And Michael's in the background like
looking at, being like, who is that?
Yeah.
I'm like saying,
get away from my lady.
Literally. Then the clip of her sitting at In-N-Out waiting for her burger.
Yes.
It's like so funny that she keeps appearing in these burger restaurants.
Right.
Like,
you deserve it.
Yeah.
You fed us, now get fed.
Now get fed. Yeah.
I guess that's our episode. I feel like there's so much more to say, but
well, we'll revisit in about a week. Yeah.
One day we'll talk about this as lore that something else she's doing is connected to.
Right. Which is so wild and crazy.
But thank you for listening. If you got to the end of this, you're a real one.
You are a real one.
Happy Gagachella. And bye.
Monsters never die.
Period.
It's like chewing on